What's up, everyone? It's Chicks in the Office with Rhea and Fran, giving you that Friday energy on a Monday. And It is Monday morning, indeed.
It is.
Wake up!
Wake up, San Francisco.
Yes. I'm your host, Danny Tanner, and this is Rebecca Donaldson.
I'm Rebecca Donaldson.
I'm Danny Tanner.
I know we're coming to you guys a little late today because there was a lot that was going on, but we wanted to talk about the VMAs. We had other stuff to record. Our option was either like 11:30 p.m. Sunday night or wake up, get it done Monday morning. In order to get Monday morning, we may or may not have bribed Noah or Rhea bribed Noah.
I bought Noah a John Mayer shirt. I was on johnmayerstore.com last night being like, Noah, what do we got to do?
I was peeing my pants. Rhea literally just sends a screenshot of the shipping information.
I was like, it's limited edition, all right? Please, for the love of God. Because I know that people get upset or they don't get upset, but you can tell when we record something really late, like the Bachelor in Paradise recaps are really late at night.
We both would have been so useless last night. Like, Loopy can't actually think straight.
But you were being pretty funny in the group chat, so I was like, oh, this could be a good podcast.
Yeah, Noah was like, oh, Rhea's in a goofy mood, though. Like, it could be good. And I was like, I am still in a goofy mood this morning, and I feel more alive. I feel awake. I feel ready to go. We got our coffees in front of us. You know what? I love a good early Monday morning. I feel like I'm on early morning radio right now.
It does. When we do get up, it sets a better precedent for the week, I would say. It does.
I feel
we're starting the week off in a great way. Working.
We're going to be so tired by tonight.
No, but we're also
great now.
We're fine because Bachelor in Paradise is on, Tuesday. So it's just one episode, so we don't have to worry about tonight. We can relax.
Yeah, we were like,
we're all
Noah,
ready to go for Tuesday.
Go to sleep early. Enjoy your night. Did you like the shirt that I got you?
Yeah, I looked at that before, but I had already ordered. She sent me one that I already ordered.
Yeah, that was the best.
Which
the
is
first
funny
shirt I sent, and he was like, "Come on, I already ordered that one."
Yeah. Like, you think I'm not like ordering the cool shirt on his stuff?
Were you impressed that I knew your taste, though?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I'd also like to point out that you're wearing a shirt right now that says "Talk Less," and
Talk
we're
less,
recording a
listen more.
podcast. Talk less, listen more. You are the producer, so I guess that would be
actually. Jen, who's like technically my boss, I guess, like walked by a couple weeks ago. I was wearing the shirt, and she's like, "I like your shirt," and I took it as like, does she mean like I should talk less?
Yeah. No, maybe she just means around here people should start doing that.
Yeah, I think it's just a good general rule of thumb for office behavior sometimes.
My tummy hurts right now. Just wanted to point that out. Coffee.
Could be the coffee.
Probably.
Could be the coffee.
How was your weekend?
Lovely weekend. It's a beautiful time to be back in New York City. Yeah, I saw you Saturday. You're like, talk about me. It was great. It's New York is very, very busy right now. Not only is it like, one of the first fall quote unquote weekends that it's still beautiful out, so people are out about, but there's just so much going on in New York that it has felt alive. Like, there's so much going on. Not only was it, the 20th anniversary of 9/11, so there was a ton of tributes, things like that downtown. Presidents were here, very busy. New York Fashion Week was coming to an end, going into the VMAs in Brooklyn, going into the Met Gala today. So there's really, really a ton going on, a lot. And football. First Sunday, football, just really so much to consume.
You love the fall.
September's my favorite month.
Yeah, because your birthday's coming up.
Yeah, it's my birthday month, and it's just like the weather's still nice. Football is on. It's the best.
It's lovely. There really is a lot of people here.
Yeah.
And they scare me. Like, you're welcome here. I'm not going to be like the person from New York that's like, go home. You're welcome here. They scare me. I'm afraid to be out near these people.
Let me tell you,
intimidating.
It is intimidating, but it's just crazy. Like, I was in an Uber Friday night, like down in like the Tribeca, Soho area, and there were mobs of people outside like every hotel because there's so many different celebrities in New York right now that they were just waiting for people to exit and enter their hotels. Yeah. Like massive groups of people.
It's jam packed.
Yeah, you know who's been getting spotted left and right? Frank Ocean. Have you
really?
Seen that? He was at the U.S. Open, but like, there's so many videos on TikTok.
The U.S. Open. Another one had that. U.S. Open that had everyone
walking down the street like a normal person. It's so weird. But his hair is green now, so look out for that.
Oh, that's hard.
Oh, I will look out for that.
Because and incoming Kardashian content for the Met. Everybody for the VMAs that are like going from VMAs into the Met combo. It's a ton.
It is a ton. I'm excited for the Met Gala though. I'm very excited. I was like, wait a second. Late last night, I'm like, the Met Gala is tomorrow night. Like I knew it was coming, but I just couldn't believe that it was Fashion Week, VMAs, Met Gala all in one. I guess it gets them in and gets them out all at the same time. Like everyone's gonna leave at the same time, and it's just gonna free up the city. Although
ASAP and Rihanna gonna be there.
I think so, and I may combust. So.
I think it's like also they definitely thought about that. Like it was like, oh, let's do this Monday in September. It's the end of Fashion Week. There will be people here already. But it is just hard wrapping my mind around September Met Gala. Like it's like confusing me about what time of year it is. Usually? Always the first Monday of May.
Come on. I saw a post, a TikTok last night that had me thinking, Khloe Kardashian doesn't get invited to the Met Gala? Is Kourtney and Khloe, they just don't go to the Met Gala? Or I guess Kourtney will be going with Travis, I'm assuming.
Kourtney's
but Khloe
gone before.
Has never been to the Met Gala, has she?
I don't know about never.
Let's do a quick search.
Put that in the Google machine?
Yeah, type it into that Google machine.
I would bet money that she's been there once.
I just opened up my Google and it just says, feel like I can't cry. Because I had a thought last night, like, can your tear ducts be blocked?
The rumor has it that Khloe has never been invited to the Met Gala because she's not famous enough.
That's just not true.
That's just...
she's famous enough, definitely.
Absurd.
There's literally tabloid articles from the Sun. The Sun is so fucking ruthless. 3 hours ago, Khloe Kardashian, quote, banned from Met Gala for being too C-list.
I almost just spit out my coffee.
While her sisters Kim, Kendall, and Kylie frequent the red carpet event, the fellow Keeping Up with the Kardashian star is yet to receive an invite.
Oh my God.
This is saying she's been straight up banned.
I mean, I don't mean to laugh because it's fucked up, but that is
Kourtney's never been invited
objectively
either.
A funny headline.
Yeah. She and sister Kourtney are yet to be sent an invite to the prestigious bash, which even their mom, Kris Jenner, has appeared at previously.
Even their old-ass mom's been invited.
I mean, this is so mean. Sources have revealed Khloe isn't welcome at the glamorous celebration as she is unable to compete with the host of modeling film and music stars. Vogue's editor-in-chief, Anna Wintour, is said to regard the reality TV favorite
she's already dead.
as too C-list for the red carpet.
We get it. That's a 6 headline you've read about Khloe.
That was actually from the Sun article. So
that's crazy.
But the articles go back.
Anyone in.
Articles go back from.
Is Khloe Kardashian a Renaissance man?
Oh man.
Do her kids go to school?
Will True go to high school? Probably. If any of the kids are gonna go,
this is interesting because Kourtney is so. Like Kourtney is everywhere right now. That I wonder if this was the year that she got invited, her and Travis.
I feel like Travis,
together,
Kourtney, Megan Fox, and MGK are going to have a big statement at the Met Gala. Maybe, I don't know. I don't want to confirm that as a lock, but I feel like...
I feel like Megan Fox and MGK might not be invited.
Why? I feel like Megan Fox would definitely be there.
I don't think Megan Fox has ever been invited to the Met Gala.
I think if anyone was going to be invited...
very like fashion-y, like
I think if it was going to be anyone invited, it would be MGK.
Yeah.
And he would bring Megan Fox.
Yeah, it's. But
are
just
they too risque?
Yeah, I just don't know.
Fight, like.
I just don't know. Like, I just don't know if they're like, don't take this the wrong way to them, but maybe like a little too tacky.
Oh, Fran.
Like, I don't know.
But some could.
The Met Gala just is such a classy affair.
It is, and I will say, the Kardashians are very classy, but some might say that. Well, you know what? Here's the thing.
Do you think Kim might be showing up with Kanye? Because I don't understand why she's like going full like Kanye outfits when she's out. Like, did you see her with the thing over?
I'm sure Kanye's still styling her or something weird like that.
I'm like, I feel like she's prepping for some big, like, her and Kanye on the carpet.
Do you think Kylie's gonna go?
Yeah, definitely.
Even though the reports on Dumois have said that Kylie dropped out.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yep.
Well, Travis is...
I don't know. I'd be shocked if she didn't go.
They also said that Justin Bieber dropped out last minute, which would make me upset. Walk the damn carpet with your wife, Justin.
He refused.
He just like...
Well, that's just selfish because then that just robs us of seeing Hailey at the Met Gala.
No, I think Hailey's going to go.
Well,
Remember
Shawn
she
Mendes
went...
will take her.
Remember... Shawn Mendes. Remember when she went after they got married? She went alone.
Yeah.
She looked unbelievable. Maybe she doesn't even need him there, but... Shawn Mendes and Camila Cabello, man.
All right, should take it into the VMA segment.
Yeah.
Right,
let's get into it. Let's tell you all what we're talking about today.
All right, we have a great episode, by the way. We have a full VMA segment. We are also going to be talking about Ben Affleck and JLo. We have a Britney Spears update, her conservatorship, and she is engaged. And the Dancing with the Stars cast was revealed. We said we were going to talk about that. Very interesting people. We have a great interview with Justin Long. Honestly, one of
our faves,
our favorite interviews that we've ever done. Seriously, I mean that from the bottom of my heart. When people ask our favorite interview, I think my answer is going to be Justin Long. Yeah, very funny. I agree.
Slap that with an LOL.
Yes. Slap an LOL on that.
Slap
You're
an
right.
LOL on that interview.
And of course, we have trivia as well.
We're back, baby.
We're back. Big episode. So let's get into it, starting off with the VMAs.
Let's get into our VMAs recap. Before we do that, guys, been wearing some new leggings that I love. They are
that booty's looking nice,
super comfortable. I wore them last week to the office actually, and it was very nice. Love them. They are the Natural Run leggings. The natural leggings from Allbirds. Allbirds, if you know them, familiar, you probably think of their shoes, the sneakers, which people love. But now they are expanding. They just launched their Natural Run collection. It's their entry into the performance apparel and workout gear category. So super exciting for that. And I'm telling you guys, these leggings, love them. If you're working out, chances are you're wearing synthetic fabrics that are made from oil. Shockingly enough, if you didn't know that. The primary culprit in the global climate crisis is also the main ingredient in your favorite performance apparel, but it does not have to be. That's why Allbirds has found a more sustainable way with their new collection of Natural Run apparel. I have the leggings, like I said. They're the natural women's natural legging. I have them in the shade Shadow. It's like a nice blue color. They have 3 other colors. Black, they have like a gray, they have a aubergine, which is a lovely, kind of like eggplantish color. They're really, really comfortable. I also love them because they're stretchy. They have a what's the right word for it? They have draw cord, like in the inside. So like the band is stretchy. There's pockets, which is great, a little back pocket. And like I said, they focus on natural materials with supernatural qualities, using as little synthetic fabric as possible. This material is breathable, flexible, comfortable. They have been rigorously tested. Every squat, stretch, stride, you'll be feeling great. They also have some eucalyptus fiber in there to help you keep you cool and dry naturally. Love the leggings. They are totally, totally worth a shot. So with the Allbirds Natural Run collection, nature is making a comeback. Shop the collection today at allbirds.com. That's ALLBIRDS.com.
Big night at the VMAs last night. There was a lot going on. The VMAs is always that kind of show. There's a lot of nonsense going on. I really want to start off by talking about MGK, Megan Fox, Conor McGregor, the whole shebang. I know what we're going to get to the Conor McGregor MGK stuff, but did you see the interview of Megan Fox and Machine Gun Kelly on the red carpet, where she was like, what daddy says, daddy gets. And then
I saw it.
And then she says, and this just made me die, and I was like, this is amazing. She was like, he can't have any other hoes in his music video, only the queen. Referring to herself, I was like, Megan Fox, you're so hot.
So hot.
Pray for Brian Austin Green.
For real, pray for Brian Austin Green. And Megan Fox will go down as like the hottest person alive. Continuously all throughout our lives, Megan Fox has been extremely hot at every waking moment. How does one?
She looked
so good.
Insane. There was just one shot, and we posted it on the Chicks in the Office Instagram of their red carpet photos. And it was the third one. It was just a solo shot of her. And she looks just unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Do you think,
how has this woman had children? She looks unbelievable.
You know how people, like, beautiful people still have their days, I don't think that she ever looks bad. Ever. No. It's impossible. She stays consistently hot. She just, the way she talks, it's the whole thing. It's not like she's just like obviously very beautiful. Just the way she carries herself, the way she talks is like,
I know.
Who talks like that? She could do it.
She did also, the dress was I'm gonna fucking say his name wrong. Mugler.
Sure.
And it looked familiar because, he also designed that 1 year Kim Kardashian's Met look, which was similar to this, with the raindrops, with the tight corset, where it has like that look and she did the wet hair look also. It was similar, but
corset.
I thought it was corset.
So here's the thing. I think Fran's right, but I think everyone says corset. Like I say corset, but I think it might be a corset.
I think both play.
I've always wondered.
Let's go with both.
All right.
But she also had like a little like silver thong on. Like that was really all you could see. It was unbelievable. She basically was just, close to naked, and
that's fine. She's unbelievable.
She looked so fucking good. On top of that, did you see she and Courtney, when they announced the Machine Gun Kelly Travis performance, called them their future baby daddies?
Yes, and my ovaries are gonna explode. I can't with these two couples. You know what I also love about these two couples, and some people I think hate it. They don't kiss. They tongue touch.
Right.
They're just like, we're gonna just lick each other.
And that is where my, tacky comment came from. Sometimes it's just like a little much. Is it enjoyable? Is it entertaining to watch? Yes, absolutely. But like for the 9 millionth time, do I need like Courtney and Travis like just on the red carpet, like tongues touching? Not all the time.
You know what? That's fair. I love it every time. Yeah. I don't know. I just like, because I just feel like Courtney, she needed this.
Yeah. Courtney's living a whole different life. There was also a moment where we think that Conor McGregor and Machine Gun Kelly, I don't know, there was like reports of an altercation. Machine Gun Kelly's teams denied that, said nothing happened, but there's a video of McGregor like tossing his drink in his direction. The rumor was that he like wanted to take a picture or something, and he said no, but like that could all just be.
I think that's true. And then there was an interview afterwards with Conor, and you could tell he's like, I don't even know this guy. Like he kept making it clear, like, I don't even know who MGK is. Like,
well, maybe he wanted a picture with Megan Fox.
Well, that's what he said. He was like, I don't know anything about this guy other than that he's with Megan Fox.
Yeah. Megan Fox is so hot, and MGK just, he does not do it for me. I understand that people think he's hot, and I'm not saying he's not hot.
Yeah.
But Pete Davidson, I thought you were...
Oh, yeah, Pete Davidson.
I feel like they're very similar.
No, Pete Davidson does it for me way more than MGK does. MGK, like...
MGK is so tall.
I feel like they both are.
No, but I don't know.
MGK is for sure taller than Pete Davidson.
I don't want people to get upset with me.
About Machine Gun Kelly?
I feel like he tries. Like, trying hard I don't think is a bad thing.
Yeah.
But he's 1 inch taller than him.
Uh-huh.
I don't think it's a bad thing. Because I hate when people are like, you try so hard. It's like, yeah, we gotta try hard.
Yeah.
But for me, I'm like, is he trying to force this rock and roll image? You know, he was a full-on rapper before this. It was like, it's just too totally, and I get it, you can change your vibe, but sometimes I'm just like, is this really you, MGK? Maybe it is. I'm sure it is. But
maybe the rap the rap side was the fake side.
That could be it too. Yeah. Maybe he's showing his true colors now.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's not why he doesn't do it for me. In general, doesn't do it for me.
Super fair.
But people freak out over him.
Yeah, then the VMAs was just another example of that, with just the fashion and the looks and all those moments.
Like, I'm just looking at Megan Fox the whole time.
Yeah. They stole that red carpet by far. There wasn't too many people. Haley Bieber looked amazing.
Madison Beer looked so good.
I love Casey Musgraves. Hated what the fuck she had on top of her head. I don't even know how to describe that.
Right.
But there was a lot of great performances.
The guys looked good too.
Guys looked great. I liked Shawn Mendes. I liked it.
Shawn Mendes always looks good. Jack Harlow.
Yep.
Jack Harlow and Lil Nas X make me laugh.
Lil Nas X, I find incredibly entertaining, and he there was a red carpet moment that went viral also, where he was talking about his outfit. He was like, I look good. And he was being interviewed by Jamila Mustafa, and she was like, he goes, do you think I look good? And she said, listen, I'm not going to say I'm hating on the fit, but let's move on, okay? Which people were like laughing at, but also like,
don't lie.
She didn't lie to his face.
I think that's totally fine.
Right. Like, did I think he looked confident and felt like he looked good? Yes. Did I love it? No.
Yeah. I mean, that's fair. You're not going to like everyone's outfit.
Color, though. It was a great purple.
We love purple.
Yeah, exactly.
We love purple here.
So absolutely great purple.
Normani's performance had a lot of people talking. That was...
Normani is so fucking hot.
She's so hot.
Chloe Bailey, too.
Yes. But I got a question, though. And I'm okay with it if everyone else is okay with it in the room.
Okay.
Are we just fucking on stage now at every award show?
Yeah,
there was a part where Normani was just like,
I mean, she was on top of Tiana Taylor.
Yeah, whoa.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whoa.
What was the right way to describe that? It was crazy.
It was insane.
It was.
I'm not against it, but it was a whoa.
It was jaw dropping.
You
know what else was nice? It was nice to see Avril Lavigne out there. She does not age. That woman looks exactly the same
because she's not real.
Yeah.
It's a robot.
Get a new clone every few years.
But like I had a giggle moment like when they cut to her and Maud's son sitting together in the audience. I'm like, just wild.
These two. Justin Bieber also was there, and people were talking about
won a bunch of awards.
What did you think about his outfit?
Too big.
Look, that's his style. He does it all the time. In the sense that when you were like, it sometimes feels like MGK tries a little too hard. I'd love for Justin to try a little bit harder sometimes.
Put a little more effort in.
It's his style. I get it. He's always dressed like that. But it's like the pants are just 9 sizes too big. They're not even sweatpants. They
look like sweatpants.
They weren't.
I don't know.
Pants. They're just ginormous.
With a blazer.
The blazer was like for like a triple, quadruple XL.
You know that picture of Caleb?
He just wears clothes that are so
with
huge.
a really big suit. That's what it was like. But he thanked Haley on stage, and there obviously was posted on TikTok, and people are just so mean. Oh my God, people are like, no joke. Tons of comments.
TikTok comments are the fucking worst.
And this is the only reason I'm pointing them out is just because of how absurd they are, and I hope nobody takes them literally. Sometimes the comment sections on TikTok could be very funny, but sometimes they could also be very bad. All of the comments were like, he's just thanking her because of TikTok. Like, they think they're that important that Justin Bieber went on stage and thanked his wife because the TikTok people think he doesn't love her.
It's atrocious.
Believers still think that Justin Bieber is in love with Selena Gomez.
Oh.
He might be, but like they're like really honing in on that.
I don't even know if it's like
is that a word? Honing in.
Honing in.
Honing in.
With an N.
Honing.
Honing.
Pam
Didn't
or
we
Pam?
talk about this?
No, it's honing though. I definitely.
think we've talked
about this.
Why
are you rolling
before.
your eyes? I've never brought up the word honing.
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 You would never say I'm homing in. That doesn't even.
Pam or Pan? Are you saying Pam?
With 2 N's.
Honing.
Honing in versus home in.
What?
I'm telling you, it's a thing.
Yeah, but Fran, you're acting like we've had this conversation. We did not.
I could have sworn we did.
I did not hit her. I did not hit her.
I did not.
I did not. Oh, hi, Mark.
Fran, let it go. Let it go. You take the L.
Hold this L real quick.
No, I'm not saying she was using the wrong one. I'm just saying that they're two things.
All right, honing in. Homing
in is like when you're like
focusing.
Yeah, is to sharpen a knife or perfect a skill.
And then what was the other one? Home in? Like,
yeah.
What does that even mean? Like you're home.
Like you're like getting cozy, like you're getting comfortable.
Yeah. I can't even properly read how this is telling me it is right now.
Wow, is that confusing?
Is it home in or hone in? Merriam-Webster. Both are used, but home in does a better job of hitting the mark. What to know? Home in is the more common phrase for figuratively or literally finding and moving directly towards something. Home can be a verb.
I want to know how to edit his eye roll into the YouTube.
Way to a destination.
Whatever.
It's very similar.
Whatever. Anyways.
I don't have anything else to say about the VMAs.
Neither do I.
What did you think about Doja Cat?
Well, I guess that noise I made didn't really sound great, but I didn't love her fucking worm thing, her crab shoes.
Yeah.
I didn't like that whole bit. I didn't like all that. Why don't you just wear cool outfits that are nice? Like, why do you got to dress up like a fucking worm?
Yeah. I loved Cyndi Lauper. Madonna is Madonna, you know. Mm-hmm. And I also really like the Foo Fighters.
Oh, yeah.
Foo Fighters are great.
Love the Foo Fighters.
Foo Fighters are fucking awesome.
But
sometimes it's just like, no offense to like the other performances and whatnot.
You're like, wow, these guys can.
But sometimes you like throw in like a good rock and roll performance, and you're like, this is the good stuff.
Yeah,
give me a little bit more of this. Sometimes.
Right. Oh, we didn't even talk about Olivia Rodrigo. She's looked great. Good for her.
Yep. Good for you.
Yeah.
Good for you, Olivia. No, she looked great. Very exciting. I think she had to have been probably very nervous for like first big award show, all of those things. People think Billie Eilish snubbed JLo. I don't know if Billie was just like minding her own business. But JLo came on stage and she just wasn't. She didn't look that excited.
I couldn't imagine what beef Billie had.
No,
I couldn't imagine either. But I want to.
She just maybe she's just not a fan.
I love women. Like JLo is also just so beautiful. Like girls are beautiful.
Yeah.
Because when you're just like, wow, like they all just look so good.
Everyone did look really beautiful.
And you just appreciate it. They're like, you're all looking great.
Yep. I agreed. It's a good way to transition into Ben and Jen.
So these amazing pictures of Ben Affleck and JLo came out. And if you're watching on the YouTube, we'll put them up so you could see them if you haven't.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. I can't believe.
I love her hair.
Every time we talk about Ben and Jen.
Blows my mind every time.
The photos of when Ben was going through like just a rough time, looking out on the beach, towel wrapped around his waist, big ass tattoo on the back, compared to the pictures of him with JLo on this red carpet, you could see the glow up. You could see how happy he is, healthy. He looks great. They both look incredibly happy together. I'm just, what a love story for the ages. It's for real. Don't you think it's crazy?
It is. It's wild. And then I saw a bunch of people saying that it was 18 years ago, like this week, that they broke off their engagement. That's so fucking long. Like 18 years later.
18 years later.
I don't know if it's the most romantic thing ever or like the worst thing ever.
And they still look incredible.
Yeah, I know.
Incredible. I have chills. I love Ben Affleck. I love Ben Affleck.
Ben Affleck or Matt Damon?
Ben Affleck.
Wow.
Ben Affleck's tall.
Or I was just saying, like, not just like
movies,
like just like in general, person.
Ben Affleck.
All around. All around. I don't know. There's pros and cons.
What about movies?
Matt Damon has been married for a long time, so give him credit for that.
True.
Family man.
What are we giving people credit for marriages and divorces?
Well, I mean, Ben Affleck's been through
He's been quite
a couple at this point.
He's been through a lot, Ben Affleck.
Yeah.
But I always root for him. You know that. I root for Ben Affleck hard.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I feel like he's a really good guy at heart. I don't know. Who's your choice, Matt Damon or Ben Affleck?
In terms
Fuck,
of
marry,
like,
kill. The way that Noah just nodded his head at me, ready for this question.
I'm ready for the third choice.
Ben Affleck, Matt Damon, Mark Wahlberg.
Kill Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty easy kill.
Fuck Ben Affleck, marry Matt Damon.
Okay, Fran.
Mine's probably the same.
Yeah, I guess if you're gonna marry one of them, it's gonna be Matt Damon. He's like you said.
If we're debating Ben Affleck and Matt Damon, I think you got to throw a third that could compete.
Okay, let me think.
Like you got to throw like Leo or something in there.
No, because Leo, I feel like Ben Affleck, Matt Damon, and Mark Wahlberg, maybe because they're all from Boston, I'm throwing into one category. Whereas like Leonardo DiCaprio, are they all from Boston? Yeah.
What?
They're all from Boston.
Yeah, those three, not
yes.
Leo.
No. I'm saying Leo, I throw into category with like Brad Pitt.
What about John Krasinski? Boston guy.
But he's younger. I feel like he's younger than them. Like I'm thinking like same, like Mark Wahlberg, Matt Damon, Ben Affleck, they're all in the same generation. Right?
Yeah, I just think Mark Wahlberg never wins against those two. Like ever.
No, he doesn't. I'm just throwing him.
That's what I was just saying.
I
need someone in there who I would pick over those. Those two.
Boston's like
which I just said. John Krasinski. I would probably marry John Krasinski.
And then who?
I'd probably marry Matt Damon and kill Ben Affleck.
Yeah, I feel like I was gonna say Leo, Brad Pitt, and Ben Affleck, but Ben Affleck gets killed in that situation.
I sneaky might kill Brad Pitt in that situation.
Really? Whoa.
Well, I guess.
I'm fucking Brad Pitt.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I guess. Yeah.
You guys like Edward Norton?
But no. The pictures.
Jon Favreau.
Chris Evans. He's from Boston.
Chris Evans. I mean, Chris Evans is.
Chris Evans is literally kicking both Ben Affleck and Matt Damon in the throat, and they're gonna fall off the bridge.
Yeah.
Like. How tall is Matt Damon? And I'm not really like a height. I don't really care about people's height.
Take a guess.
But I feel like Matt Damon's sneaky short.
Yeah, he definitely is.
5'8", it probably says.
It says 5'10".
It says
Which
5'10".
means he's 5'8".
It's never right. Yeah.
Ben Affleck is apparently 6'4". Mark Wahlberg is 5'8". So
Ben Affleck is 6'4".
That means Mark Wahlberg's really like 5'5", probably.
Mark Wahlberg is so tiny. I've never seen him, but I could tell.
What do they list Justin Bieber's height at? If you Google it,
I think 5'10".
I was laughing.
5'9". Yeah, he's 5'8".
Justin Bieber's speech at the VMAs, like, and I'm not gonna say anything.
Oh, we're back on the VMAs.
Yeah, never mind. No, but you brought up Bieber, and I was like, his speech. I was like, oh.
Circling back,
I could talk about Ben Affleck.
The pictures,
his tattoo.
I don't know when.
He still has that?
I'm not quite sure when I'm gonna get to the point where seeing pictures of Ben and Jen don't just like fucking throw me for a loop. Like especially ones like this where they're like lovingly staring into each other's eyes, and I'm just like, this is a real ass thing that's happening right now.
Isn't it crazy though?
And I am convinced this is real. Like I'm officially off. Like this is like fake and for publicity.
Maybe it started that way.
Yeah, I don't know.
I never thought it was for publicity. I just feel like Ben Affleck's not a publicity kind of guy. Oh wait, no, he definitely is. I mean, the pictures of him and Ana de Armas, who knows? But I never got that feeling. I just find it incredible, like you mentioned. 18 years have gone by.
18.
Somehow these years. Two.
That's kind of crazy. So for anyone who like is like just broke up, maybe in like 20 years, they'll be back together.
That's what I thought.
Isn't
I was like,
crazy
I was like,
about?
Damn, if I go through my life and like.
You could break up, have kids.
And I like somehow end up with my fucking like high school boyfriend or something in 20 years.
Just kill me.
That's why I said I don't know if it's incredibly romantic or awful.
I think when you're Ben and Jen, it's great.
Yeah, absolutely.
If JLo ended up with her boyfriend from like before she was famous, it'd be like, oh, that would be kind of romantic too.
I think she's going to be wearing a ring very soon. There's all those rumors that he was ring shopping and everything. I think he's going to propose again.
Does this add another engagement, or does it stay the same because it's
one ads?
Yeah, he just goes and gets the ring out of his like shoebox
closet. Yeah. And he has a whole. I've been keeping this.
It absolutely adds.
It adds, right?
Yeah,
for both
there's
of them?
There's no like, it's the same person, so it just counts as one. No, this is another engagement.
How's Jennifer Garner?
See, I'm about to say Gardner.
I know you saw how slowly I said that one. Garner.
I mean, I haven't seen too much. She is,
they still
home
see each other
with
for
her
their
kids, and she does post on Instagram, often enough.
My mom loves Jennifer Garner.
Loves.
She sends me all her videos. So I'm like,
well, she's great on Instagram.
Yeah, who doesn't love her?
Though.
She's so cute, and she's just like.
She kind of just fell off. Like, what?
She's just like doing great things.
She does a lot of commercial work.
Yeah, all these commercials. Like, what's the last movie she was in?
I don't know. It's a good question.
13 going on 30.
No, it's just roasting Jennifer Garner.
I mean, Jennifer Garner's on Instagram, like saving like Afghan refugees. So,
okay. Well, good for her. Good for her.
Yeah, that's great.
2 days
I like
ago,
that
she's
Rhea
like
just
posting
can't
about
say her
saving
name
children.
without taking a pause.
Fran was like, no, shut the fuck up. Jennifer's out here saving people. Would you please stop?
Yeah, I have absolutely zero bad things.
No,
to say
I
about
don't.
Jennifer
I don't
Garner.
actually.
No, we're not
Yeah.
saying anything bad about Jennifer Garner.
Jennifer
Oh my God.
Garner.
All right, that's it, folks. A couple things to talk about with Britney Spears. One, it appears like the conservatorship might be coming to an end. Jamie Spears, in the latest documents, said that he not only would step down, but he thinks it's the conservatorship could end at this point. Britney's lawyers think he's just doing it to save himself from having to go to court for conservatorship abuse. He said, Britney's lawyer said, it appears that Mr. Spears believes he can try to avoid accountability and justice, including sitting for a sworn deposition and answering other discoveries under oath. But as we assess his filing, which was inappropriately sent to the media before it was served on counsel, our investigation will continue. Alleged documents from a past hearing suggest that Jamie Spears would have to pay a bond of $47 million if found guilty of conservatorship abuse. So Jamie Spears, I think, is big time trying to just go hide in a hole for the rest of his life and not, have to answer for any of the shit that he did.
As he should. Just go away.
Well, I think he should have to answer for all the shit that he did.
That too, but
yeah,
the fact that this is happening, I feel like is a good thing.
Yeah.
Because I guess finally,
it is technically a legal victory is what they said.
Right. Exactly. I feel like this is a step in the right direction. She's now engaged though.
Also
and that's
engaged.
Where my concern lies.
I like this guy. I don't know if that's bad, good. I know everyone talks about him being an aspiring actor, all those things, but he jokes about it. And at this point, she has had so many boyfriends and things like that. She should, if this guy is the one that she wants to marry.
Wait, do you think she wasn't allowed? She wasn't allowed to get married up until now. Is that what?
I mean, she had said that, yeah. So
the second she could,
yeah.
she's like,
yeah. I think that yes, we got to free Britney. All that. I don't think she's totally okay though. I think we got to point that out too. I don't think Britney Spears is perfectly okay. I don't know if getting engaged is going to be the best thing right now. I mean, who am I to say?
I'm
trying to get married in Vegas.
I'm okay though, kinda, barely.
I think she's letting her hair down. She's going full free spirit. She wants to post what she wants to post. She is getting a freedom that she's never had before. Is it concerning? Maybe, but at this point, it's we gotta let her try. If it fails, it fails. But she deserves the opportunity to make these decisions.
That's a great point. I think you got to do what you want to do. Yeah. Go for it. Live your life, Britney. It's just I don't know. People mention are they getting a prenup, and then he posted a funny thing about it.
Yeah, he joked about getting the prenup. But
and if this is what's going to make her happy, that's great. Then she should do that.
I think she loves being a mom so much she wants to have more kids.
Yeah, then that's great. I just don't feel I think that people, yes, Britney Spears should not be have her dad control her life or people controlling her life, but I don't think Britney Spears is 100% okay.
Right. Well, she certainly shouldn't just be not going to therapy or not seeing not having good people around her and in her team and helping her make some decisions. But yeah, I feel like, you see what she's posting on Instagram and you're still kind of like, is everything all right?
No person who has been under what she been through what she has and has been under this control is gonna be okay.
Looking like a perfectly normal citizen.
Yeah, like, oh, everything's fine and dandy, just gonna snap right back into life. Yeah. That's just not gonna happen.
Impossible.
So that's why I feel like it's kind of like what people mentioned about John Mulaney, like all of a sudden, boom, he's in a relationship and having a kid. Yeah. It's like, oh, well, I don't know, maybe you should just slow it down for a second. Maybe don't make any rash decisions. But
right, it's like a teenager who's been under insane control by like family or whatever, and then like they finally go to college and they fucking go buck wild.
It was always the kids with the strictest parents that were the craziest.
Yeah.
Like my friends that had really strict parents would just completely black out whenever they were like allowed to sleep out. My parents didn't care at all what I did, so I just like mildly.
You're like I just did it every night.
Yeah, no, not even. I would just like drink and go home and like be normal. Like I didn't feel like I had to like go fucking crazy.
Yeah. So it's Britney is gonna keep making these bigger life decisions now that she can actually do it, because it did seem like this is something she's wanted to do for a long time. Marriage, more kids. And now with what seems to be these things, conservatorship things, potentially coming to an end, she's going to be doing those things. But I do think that her lawyer is clearly helping. Like it's here we are, Jamie Spears is backing down. At the end of the day, he just needs to be gone. So I think he's going to be gone. Last but certainly not least for me is the Dancing with the Stars cast. Yes. It has been revealed. We got a great cast of characters this season. Fewer athletes than I thought. A lot of times there's more retired athletes.
You're not getting your athlete fix?
Yeah, I like when there's, a couple of football players or like things like that.
Eye candy on the show?
Yeah, you know me. But this season we have, I'll start from the top. We got Jimmy Allen. He's a country singer. Don't really know too much about him.
Next.
He's very, up and coming. He won the New Male Artist of the Year award at the Academy of Country Music Awards. So I feel like his stock's going up. People are starting to recognize him, things like that. Melanie C, Sporty Spice. Love that.
Love.
Little Spice Girls action in there. You got it. Anytime you have a Dance with the Stars week 1 where there's 100% going to be a Spice Girls song, fantastic.
That's the perfect person to go on Dancing with the Stars.
Yeah, for sure. And I don't really know too much about Sporty Spice.
She wasn't the most famous.
No. Christine Chu, she's in Bling Empire, which I never watched Bling Empire, but
people
massive
love
show.
Bling Empire.
Massive show on Netflix. So she's going to be on. I'm probably saying her name wrong. Melora Hardin. She played Jan on The Office.
I mean, you're looking at me like
I
don't know how to pronounce it.
She and I think people see her and they're like, oh, Jan from The Office. Yeah. She will be on this season. Fucking,
that's love amazing.
Love that. Olivia Jade, which we've talked about.
Yeah, we gotta dive into that. Olivia Jade. We did talk about it though because it was already announced.
Yep. And Matt James, those two we knew. Amanda Klutz, who I think everybody recognizes because unfortunately, she lost her husband to COVID, Nick Cordero. And it was like it was a very big story. He was out in the news for a long time talking about his battle and potentially, it got very, very bad, like amputations things. It was wild. So she was a Broadway dancer and a former Rockette. Now she is a trainer. She's also on The Talk. So she's going to be on Dancing with the Stars, which will absolutely make me cry multiple times. I already know that's going to come. Martin Kove, Cobra Kai, baby. John Kreese, Karate Kid. Kudos to him. He is 75 years old.
I don't want to do this. I don't want to go off on a tangent, so I'm going to make it real quick. You said the name Martin.
Yeah, Martin.
Went out Friday night, and people were like, Steve Martin is here. Isn't that one of the funniest most random people to be at a club. I have no idea if that's true.
There's no way he was.
I would also say there's no shot, but like that was a thing that was being said. That Steve
Sounds
Martin.
like a Tommy Smokes rumor.
No, it sounds like a rumor, but it was like Steve Martin's here. People were freaking out. They were like, Steve Martin's here. I was like, what?
Kai.
Steve Martin?
That is unbelievable.
Steve Martin.
Yeah, there's no shot. 0% chance that was Steve Martin.
Cheaper by the dozen.
Yeah. Suni Lee, Olympic gold medalist. I love when the gymnasts are on. They're normally very good, so I feel like there's probably some pressure there as well. The Miz.
This fucking
Mike,
guy.
Yeah.
Mike the Miz. He just pops up into every show. Yeah, credit to his agent.
Credit to him for getting him getting him on Dancing with the Stars. Seriously.
Who's Mrs. Agent?
Call me. Cody, Kenny Moore, Real Housewives of Atlanta.
Yes.
She will be on. Cody Rigsby, who I'm very excited for.
People are real
Peloton
excited.
Trainer. Cody is fantastic.
Your
Obsessed
mom
with him.
loves Cody.
Loves Cody. Cody's also my favorite Peloton instructor as well. He just fucking gets
the people
pumping.
going.
Gets me pumping. You get a good like 90s or 2000s pop Cody ride, and it's great.
Mm-hmm.
It's great. Brian Austin Green, Dancing with the Stars.
Imagine they danced to MGK song.
Well, so this is the thing, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna be.
They just wouldn't.
Yeah, that just never would have been impossible. I completely ignored that statement. He is.
Thanks for acknowledging that.
Yeah, he is. The rumor is not confirmed, but I am sure is that he is dancing with Sharna, who is his girlfriend, which we haven't really had like a pre-established celebrity and pro couple then going on the show together. But I that would make the most sense. That's juicy.
Some walk the VMAs, some do Dancing with the Stars.
Yeah, well,
to each their own.
Yep. I'm excited for it because you always talk about the chemistry of the partners and like, ooh, like maybe they like each other, like what's going on. Mm-hmm. You already have that for these two. Could get steamy. Do you think get a good Argentine tango going for these two?
Do you think they had to beg the casting department to let Brian Austin Green on the show?
No.
Or do you think he fits the mold?
No, I think this was an easy sell because I do think like selling a couple being on the show, like they'll be like, yes, absolutely. Yeah. 100%. I think they would love that. Jojo Siwa, who we knew as well. She's gonna have a female partner, and the last one is Iman Shumpert. So that's the athlete. I thought normally sometimes there's a couple more, but basketball player, baby daddy to Tiana Taylor. Are they married?
I think they are, but I bet he's a good dancer just because he's married to her.
You remember that music video they did together?
Yeah,
yes.
fucking hot as hell.
Fade. Wait,
yeah,
he was
great song.
Oh, he was at the end of it or something?
He was in it. I'm pretty
he?
sure. Yeah. He had to have been. I can't.
I thought the whole video was just her dancing.
It was, but I can't be remembering that wrong.
I know they were in a video together. Maybe it was a different one.
Let me see. Hold on. Yeah, he was in it. Remember?
Oh yes, and they looked really creepy at the end.
Yeah, and then she said that
great music video.
Tiana Taylor says, "Husband Iman tried to get me pregnant the night of Fade video premiere."
Yeah. Not shocking.
Makes sense.
Not
Remember when she
shocking
premiered that? Was that at the VMAs? Like she danced like on stage for a Fade. It's crazy.
Probably she is unbelievable.
I was just gonna say the same thing.
It's like
unbelievable.
Not to go back to talking about the VMAs again, but
yes.
her and Normani, her and Normani were fucking.
We can't even
insane.
speak.
I know they have us absolutely speechless, but. I'm excited. It's like, once again, they do a great job of grabbing people from all different corners of celebrity.
I'm always excited for Dancing with the Stars season just for you and to hear it through you. Like,
thank you.
We talk about Dancing with the Stars throughout the season, and it's just little updates of Fran being frustrated, happy, whatever it is. So this is your season.
Thanks.
And we're excited.
Yep.
We got a great game of Beat Rhea and Fran coming up, but it's Monday morning, and there's nothing like Monday morning scaries. You think about your entire life, how you got to get it together, how you got to be professional sometimes, how you got to get your loans straight. Maybe that's the case. You're like, oh my God, I got bills to pay, but I'm acting like I don't. I have a fix for you. Ernest, you know Ernest, my favorite. Earnest offers low-rate student loan refinancing, and you can check your rate risk-free in just 2 minutes. With Earnest, you get radically flexible payments, and you can pick your loan term. By refinancing, you can reduce your loan term, save money, or combine multiple loans into a simple monthly payment, which makes it easier on you so you're not paying multiple loans at once. It's just one payment, simple, easy. And right now, Earnest is offering our listeners a $100 cash bonus. You can refinance your student debt at earnest.com/chicks. Terms and conditions do apply. You can visit earnest.com/chicks for more details. Terms and conditions apply. Like I said, Earnest student loan refinancing made by Earnest Operations LLC and MLS number 1209417, California financing law license number 6054788, 535 Mission Street, San Francisco. I hate when they change the address, California 94105. Visit earnest.com/licenses for a full list of licenses. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back for another game of Beat Rhea and Fran. This is game 19, and we are joined by Sophia and Evia from Canada, two sisters.
Absolute adorable sister
so
duo.
Beautiful. Such a beautiful sister duo. Welcome to the show. What makes you guys pop culture experts?
Well, I mean, obviously your show and working from home, I have trivia on all the time. Should be working right now, but it's fine.
This is so much more important.
This is way more important.
It is. And yeah, like we're sisters, obviously, as you know, so we kind of like brown each other out, and we kind of bounce ideas off of each other and kind of have like telepathy. So hopefully we'll do well.
That is true. That does happen often. I think sister pairs, sometimes you can connect that way. So we'll just lay it out for you. We're going to do 15 questions. Whoever has the most points at the end is the winner. If you get the question wrong, the other side has the opportunity to steal the points. To determine who goes first, Noah will tell us a movie, and we have to guess the Rotten Tomatoes score. You guys will guess first, then it'll go to us, back to you, back to us, and we will determine who goes first. So, Noah, what is today's movie?
Today's movie is I Love You, Beth Cooper.
I Love You, Beth Cooper.
If it wasn't for your thumbs, you'd be a great hand model.
Oh, look, my mom's told me that every day of my life.
Where did that even come from?
I was staring at her hands. She has a very nice manicure, and her rings look so lovely right now. And then in my head, I was like, Fran should be a hand model. And then I was like, oh, the thumbs.
The thumbs.
They wouldn't cast her because
you
of
get
the thumbs.
plastic surgery on your thumbs.
We talked about this. Let's get into this.
Okay.
Just so you know, I was thinking it. But they wouldn't.
I've thought it. I've got great fingers.
I would
do.
cast your thumbs. They wouldn't, though.
No, they wouldn't. They wouldn't.
All right, you guys.
Okay, it's true. What is, all right, first guess for I Love You, Beth Cooper.
Okay, I'm going to go with 43%.
Rhea?
26.
Do like high, like 51.
I'm going to... Did you say 26?
Mm-hmm.
This is not strategic, but that is a bad movie, no?
It's a good bad.
Like, it's a good movie, but it's like, it would be a critically bad movie.
Critically bad movie.
Yeah. I'm going to go with like 11%.
13.
Oh,
nice. Good stuff.
It's low.
That makes up for last week's. I kept my mouth shut on that one. I was like, I'm not going to tell her where to guess.
Smart.
All right. Question number 1. Shout out Lizzie and Ren from College Station. I just want to say to Lizzie and Ren, they send me like questions every day. I appreciate it. We will get you on the show.
Oh,
but it's like they send me like every day, and it's always like, we're still waiting. Like, you're seen.
Lizzie and Ren. Lizzie, you are seen.
We said today that Noah has his funny pants on, and he does.
He does.
Anyways.
Okay.
We see you. We hear you.
You are seen.
Yes. Okay. Question number 1 to Rhea and Fran. Which actor made a cameo in Eurotrip as the angry lead singer of the punk band that is performing at the graduation party?
Joe just had this movie on. Shit. It's Matt Damon, right? Scotty doesn't know.
Idea.
Scotty, and I embarrassingly did not know until fairly recently that Scotty Doesn't Know like wasn't a real song. That it like came from the movie. I did not know that.
I didn't know that
thought
till
it was
now
like a
either.
real song. It's Matt Damon. I'm pretty sure Matt Damon. Final answer.
Correct.
Way to go, Fran. That's nice.
But like, I always thought Scotty
didn't know
Doesn't
that.
Know was a song sang by like a real band, and it's literally from a movie.
Have you guys seen Eurotrip?
I have not.
I've only seen bits and Joe put it on the other day, but it was the second half.
Yeah.
And Matt Damon had already performed.
But that scene is worth it.
And Joe was like, "What do you mean you've never seen this movie? Scotty doesn't know?" And I was like, "What?"
It's so funny.
The more you know.
Yep.
All right. Question number 2. Rhea and Fran are up 1-0. This is to Sophia and Evia.
Oh, you can do it, Noah.
So I just wanted to make sure I got it right. Okay. Shout out Morgan from Raleigh, North Carolina. What foreign country were Dylan and Cole Sprouse born in? A, Mexico. B, England. C, Canada. D, Italy.
I don't think it was Canada. I feel like Mexico. I was gonna say Mexico too. Yeah.
Okay.
Mexico.
Incorrect.
It's Italy.
It is Italy,
it's
right?
Italy. Confirmed.
Correct.
Italy, final answer.
You think I don't know where Dylan Sprouse is born? Come on. I was so excited for that question.
That's funny.
2-0 Rhea and Fran. This is question 3. Shout out Isabel from Cleveland.
That's why I like Dylan so much, because I was like, oh wait, he's not Italian, but he was born in Italy.
That means he has
He probably has citizenship
in both. That's cool.
That is cool.
Okay. 2-0 Rhea and Fran. Shout out Isabel from Cleveland. This is to Rhea and Fran. Rank these Nickelodeon shows from most to least episodes. Drake and Josh, Zoe 101, iCarly, Victorious.
I think the most
It's got to be iCarly.
is iCarly. Second, I would say
Victorious. Zoe 101 and Drake and Josh don't have.
I would almost put
episodes.
Drake and Josh last.
Yeah, Drake and Josh has a shockingly low amount of episodes.
Yes, they do. I would say iCarly,
Victorious.
Victorious, Zoe 101,
Zoe 101,
Drake and Josh.
Okay, final answer: iCarly, Victorious, Zoe 101, Drake and Josh.
Incorrect.
We're gonna do iCarly, Victorious, and then flip them.
Yeah.
So,
Drake and Josh,
then
Zoe
Zoe
101.
Okay, can you one more time?
Okay, iCarly, Victorious, Drake and Josh, Zoe 101.
Also incorrect.
Oh shit!
The correct answer is iCarly.
Zoe 101.
iCarly at 97 episodes, Zoe 101 61, Victorious 57, Drake and Josh 56.
Yeah, I know, we just have to flip them.
Surprising. I feel like Drake and Josh had a billion.
That's
No,
what you would think.
you would think.
And then you go on Hulu to watch, and you realize
that there's
Crazy.
not. It was just such good
quality
episodes.
Did you guys see that Seinfeld's coming to Netflix?
Yeah,
All
really?
of Seinfeld. That's pretty cool.
It's already on Hulu.
I'm guessing
I think they moved it. They're
it.
gonna move it back.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Okay.
Whatever, I watch it anyway.
I feel like it's easier to watch on Netflix.
That's awesome.
Okay. Still 2-0 Ray and Fran. This question is to Sophia and Evia. Shout out Abby from Denver. Who is Taylor Swift's love interest in the White Horse music video?
You have to know this. I've seen like every single one. Except for that one.
I know. I could sing you the song. I'll just throw up anything.
Throw a heartthrob.
Five seconds.
Say something random.
Like,
Time is up.
Taylor Lautner.
Incorrect.
Stephen Coletti, final answer.
Correct.
Nailed it. Nice.
That one is a tough one.
We're feeling
That
good
is
today.
tough.
Huh?
I am feeling good. I'm telling you, as soon as Starbucks had lemonade this morning, it put me in the best mood.
Fran, no joke, welcomed me into the office with open
I did.
arms
She
today.
jumped into my arms.
She
for a
she
hug.
went, she like got down like this, and
Yeah.
I jumped in her
Why
arms.
does Starbucks not usually have lemonade?
They're out all the time of lemonade, and I can't get the black tea lemonade.
Everyone
but
was
today,
like, "You guys do this often?"
I ask the Starbucks lady all the time. Like, she knows
Actually,
me
that
because
is
I walk
true.
in and I say, "You got lemonade today?" And most of the time she says no, and then I literally walk out because that's all I've
That's
just.
the same thing when they don't have the nitro cold brew for me. I'm
Yeah,
like,
and
come
today
on.
she looked at me and was like, "We got it."
Oh, wow. All right. 3-0 Rhea and Fran. This question is to Rhea and Fran. Question number 5. Shout out Rachel from Chaska, Minnesota. Which actor or actress had a prominent role on The Office and Parks and Rec?
What actor or actress had a prominent role in The Office and Parks and Rec?
I just watched both of them.
I mean, I watch Parks and Rec all the time.
15 seconds.
Rashida Jones. Rashida Jones, final answer.
Correct.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go. Oh, you want to?
Oh, I didn't put your hands out like.
No, I wasn't actually, but then I saw you were gonna go for it.
Oh, I thought you were doing it.
Yeah, no.
Okay. Oh, that was terrible. Okay.
Okay. 4-0 Rand Fran now. I'm gonna need Sophia and Evia to.
You guys remind me of DJ and Stephanie.
They're so cute.
Full House.
Funny.
Okay.
In the best way.
I have faith that you guys are gonna get this one. Have you seen Step Brothers?
Well, it's.
You're just fully rooting for Sophia and Evia at this point.
I'm rooting for a good game.
Yep.
Okay. Question number 6. Shout out Danielle from upstate New York. What song does the family sing in the car in the movie Step Brothers?
Seen it.
Ah.
I haven't seen it in like years. Sure. Just don't stop believing. Sure.
Not a bad guess.
Not a bad guess. We were just watching this at your house the other night.
Yeah.
She's got eyes like the bluest sky.
But what's
Sweet
the
Child of
name?
Mine.
Oh, Sweet Child of Mine. I was gonna say that. What's the name of
Correct.
the song?
Sweet Child of Mine.
Yes.
Okay. I'm Derek.
Derek, and I could sing high like this. Bum, 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 bum.
Okay, 5-0.
And I could sing high.
Okay.
Bow. Okay.
So that's how you're gonna sing.
Okay.
I pay for singing lessons 5 days a week.
So good.
All right, 5-0 Rand Fran. This is question number 7. Shout out Jillian from Illinois. And this question is to Rand Fran. What is Jacob's nickname for Bella in the Twilight movies?
Loca.
I almost just spit my water across the table. Is that it? I don't know. You said it so confidently.
Nobody
Ten
says
seconds,
her,
10 seconds.
Where you been, Loca? That's not what he calls her.
That's not what he calls her. But
10 seconds.
I don't
either.
remember.
5.
I do not remember.
Loca.
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 Final answer.
Final answer.
Correct.
Yes!
No. No. That's really what it is?
Yes.
I said that so...
Well, because there's that one line that everybody would make fun of when he comes out of the house and he's like,
how you doing, Lo? Or something like, where you been, Loca?
Oh my God.
Oh, wow. That's amazing.
All right, 6-0. 6-0 Rand Fran now.
That was funny.
This question is to Sophia and Evia. Shout out Cindy from Fayetteville, North Carolina. Name the current real-life spouses of these Gossip Girl stars. Blake Lively, Leighton Meester, and Penn Badgley.
Ryan Reynolds. Blake Lively. It's Penn Badgley. The guy from You. Oh, wait. I have no idea.
15 seconds.
Sure. Ryan Reynolds, and that's it. Yeah.
5. Nothing?
No.
All right, to Rand Fran.
I don't know Penn Badgley.
Adam Brody, and then I do not know
Adam
Penn
Brody. Is Penn Badgley married to like an actress?
I thought apparently I didn't
I
know
must
Penn
be,
Badgley.
huh?
I thought Penn Badgley was
No, he's got
single.
a kid, I think. Penn Badgley is married to.
10 seconds.
I have literally no idea.
It's got to be another teen star.
When he says it, I'm gonna be like, of course, but I don't.
We don't know.
No.
Domino Kirk.
Would have
nope,
never gotten
nope.
that.
Who the
Don't
hell
even
is that?
know who that is.
Domino?
Domino.
Her name is Domino?
Yeah.
Okay, yep.
No.
Is an English-American singer and actress.
Well.
Oh, yeah.
But honestly, yeah, I wasn't sure if I saw that question. I'm like, I'm assuming.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
Don't know.
Certainly don't know who that is.
All right. Still 6-0. Rhea and Fran. And this question is to Rhea and Fran. Shout out Kate from Denver. Name 3 of Michael Scott's characters / alter egos.
Prison Mike. That's all.
I only know Prison Mike.
Just Prison Mike. Alter ego / characters. I think that's all I'm gonna come up with.
I don't know.
I can't think of anything else.
Okay,
This is an
to
official
Sophia and Evia.
pass.
She's a big Office fan. Okay. Prison Mike, Date Mike, and Mykonos. I think that's his name.
Correct.
There you go. Let's go.
Got it.
Never was.
I had a huge list here. There's like a billion.
Really?
Yeah. Michael Scam, Michael Clump, Prison
Michael
Mike, Date
Clump.
Mike, Mykonos, Michael Wonka, Caleb Crawdad, Santa Bond, Jesus Christ.
Wow,
Michael
there's a
the
lot.
Magic,
Wow, I could have
Blind
just
Guy,
literally
Mick
named.
Squeezy. Yeah. All right, 6-1. And this is question number 10, and this is I'm gonna play a clip, and you tell me what the clip is from. This is to Sophia and Evia.
And what is it to you? What are you, the reservation police or something?
What's it to you?
Yeah.
Well, as it so happens, we didn't have a reservation, so we took yours, and now they think that we're you.
You just took our reservation? Who does that?
What kind of people are you?
Who cares?
my
It doesn't
God.
count.
It's not a big deal.
Who does that?
Isn't it like, it sounds like voices, but where it's like, oh, the girl says,
Sarah.
Modern Family.
Incorrect.
The voice is Mila Kunis, right?
Can you play it again?
And what is it to you? What are you, the reservation police or
Yeah,
something?
what's it to you?
Yeah.
Well, as it so happens, we didn't have a reservation, so we took yours, and now they think that we're you.
You just took our reservation? Who does that?
What kind of people are you?
Oh, wait.
It doesn't count.
Is this date night?
Is that the answer we're
Is that
going
your
with?
final answer?
Date night.
Date night, final answer.
Correct.
Wow. Wow.
Tina Fey. That
And
was
that was
the only
and
reason
Mila
I was
Kunis
gonna
was
yeah,
And
yeah.
James Franco and
Yeah.
Michael, or not Michael Scott, Steve Carell. All right.
nice.
7-1. What did you think about that movie pick?
Well, we got it. So I don't know if we could-
slightly obscure, but
Yeah, but I
It
think
is
that's a good
obscure.
movie.
Yeah.
Okay. 7-1 now. Rhea and Fran. This question is also to Rhea and Fran. Shout out Noor from Pakistan.
wow.
Whoa.
Yeah. Which actress played a crazy iCarly superfan on the show? A. Emily Ratajkowski. B. Emma Stone. C. Jane Lynch. D. Emma Watson.
Emily
right?
Ratajkowski.
That was like her one thing. Yeah, everybody talked about that she was on iCarly.
Yes.
Emily Ratajkowski.
Emily Ratajkowski.
Incorrect.
Oh shit.
She was on iCarly.
She was for 100%.
Yes, you're right.
Emma Stone.
Correct.
Wow.
I
Yep.
remember that one.
I don't know that. Yeah, me neither.
I looked it up.
Must have missed that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
They have so many episodes.
Yeah. iCarly, the most episodes.
Yeah.
7-2 now. This question is to Sophia and Evia. Shout out Allison from Minnesota. What actor does Hannah Montana mention in Best of Both Worlds?
Mm.
15 seconds. 5.
What did you just sing the whole song? I don't know. Do you have anything?
No.
Time is up. Nothing?
You got I just sang the whole first verse in the chorus, and there's no.
It's them.
I know.
No,
but
their
they,
time is
yeah.
up.
I mean, is this the right song? Because I also sang the whole song, and I can't get an actor in my name either.
Out front.
Ooh, hottest styles, every shoe, every color. When you're famous, it can be kind of fun.
Really, you've been known
And discover, in some ways, I'm just like all your friends. Some things I'm a star. You get the best of both worlds. I'll take it slow.
This is going to be a controversial question.
Mix it all together, and you know you get the best of both worlds.
Time's up.
No.
Okay, you know what? This is controversial because it's in the song. It goes, you go to the movie premieres. Is that Orlando Bloom?
Oh, you go to movie premieres, and then it says it like in the back.
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah, I also don't like once the first verse and the chorus.
Yeah,
I don't know the rest of the words. Yeah.
Oh, because it's shorter. You're saying there's a full version.
There is a full version, but there is also like the theme song cuts it short.
That's all right. We'll both take an L on that.
Yeah. All right. Still 7-2, Rhea and Fran. This is question number 13. Shout out Lacey from Toronto. And this is to Rhea and Fran. Which TV show did Taylor Swift call out because of a sexist comment about her?
Was it Saved by the Bell?
No,
or
that was Selena Gomez.
Shit. I was Ginny and Georgia. Ginny and Georgia.
Yes.
Ginny and Georgia.
Final answer.
Correct.
All right.
Ginny and
8-2. Question number 14. This is to Sophie and Evia. Shout out Grace. What is the name of the Outer Banks theme song?
I don't even know this.
It's us, right?
Yes.
Left Hand Free.
Correct.
I would have gotten that one.
I actually don't know the name of the song, but I could sing it, but I don't know the name.
All right, 8-3. This is the final question. Shout out Emily from Omaha, and this is to Rhea and Fran. In Gossip Girl, Blair is married to a member of a royal family for a short amount of time. What was her title during that time?
Was it Monaco?
I don't know. I have no idea. Oh, Blair of Monaco. That sounds right, but I'm only saying it sounds right. You could have said anything. I would have said it.
Princess.
Sounds right.
She wasn't a princess though, or was she? Lady?
10 seconds.
You can say anything right now.
Lady of Monaco.
Incorrect.
Just watch the show. Just say something random.
Blair. Princess Blair.
Incorrect. The Princess of Dowry.
Oh. Would not have gotten
Does that ring any bells?
No.
All right, well, the final score is 8-3.
I gotta Google what country the guy was from.
Another win.
Right.
Thank you.
Another W. I thought
another W.
Canadian sisters could take you down.
We thought so too at first.
Noah really does try and pick people
who will try and take us down.
Who he thinks are going to beat us. But ladies, thank you so much for coming on with us. You guys are so cute. Thank you so much for listening, and this was great.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Bye, guys.
Love you guys.
Bye. Thank you. We love you too.
Can't say it enough. Got a fantastic interview with Justin Long.
Love.
Coming up. But guys, I know, I'm always talking about summer and all those things, but guys, it's time to transition.
It's ending. Summer is over.
It is time to transition. We're back in the swing of things. Like we said in the intro, we are moving. There's a ton going on. September is a busy, busy month. And I think you guys can all relate that, now it's feeling like we're go, go, go. Nonstop hustle. We're moving, work, friends, family. There's a lot expected of us. We got to be on all the time. But when you need a moment to chill, relax, take a second for yourself, that's when you reach for a nice ice cold Coors Light beer that's literally made to chill. There's only one beer out there that's made to chill. It's Coors Light. The mountains on the bottles and cans even turn blue when your beer is cold. That way you always know when it's time to chill. Mountain cold refreshment, cold lagered, cold filtered, cold packaged. It's as crisp and refreshing as the Colorado Rockies. Perfect for a moment to unwind. Like I said, busy, busy, busy. There's a lot going on. Football season has started. So now, that Sunday afternoon, you better believe I'm sitting down, watching an Eagles game, taking in those moments to myself, to relax, because I know Monday I got to go. I'm having a nice Coors Light, those blue mountains, feeling good. Coors Light is the one I choose when I need to unwind. So when you want to hit reset, reach for the beer that's made to chill. Get Coors Light in the new look delivered straight to your door with Drizzly or Instacart by going to CoorsLight.com/chicks. Always remember, celebrate responsibly. It's coming from the Coors Brewing Company in Golden, Colorado. All right, everyone, we are here with a very special guest. We have Justin Long. He's a writer, director, actor, producer, podcast host.
Every word in the book, you name it,
It's a lot of things you do.
I'm not a chick.
Yeah, no. You
can. But after today's episode, you can be one.
Honorary.
An honorary chick, I'll take it. That'd be great.
That would be great. How are you doing, Justin? We're so excited to have you.
Thank you for having me. I'm good. This is a new thing for me because usually when I'm on these shows like this, I talk about an acting job, and this is something that I directed and I wrote, and so there's a lot more. I'm a lot more invested in it. So I'm so appreciative. I'm that much more appreciative to you for having me on to let me talk about it. So thanks.
You're very welcome. We are. We want to hear about Lady of the Manor. That is the movie you are referring to. Tell us about that, because like you just said, this is has to be like a baby, right? You just birthed this movie completely yourself.
Yes, which is a gross visual. I get visuals really easily. The visual of me birthing,
which makes you a chick. There you go.
Yeah, that's true. All right, circle. Well, which I know. Yeah, it was. I wrote it with and directed with my brother Christian, and we had an idea. The first idea was about, we love to go. I love going on ghost tours whenever I'm in any sort of southern city. Like there's a great one in New Orleans, and this one takes place in Savannah. Key West has a good one, but I've always been really into ghosts and that kind of stuff. And we started playing around. We were a little stoned, and we had an idea. As we had a lot of stoned ideas, and you know, if you smoke the next day, you look at them and you're like, oh, that's ridiculous. I don't know what we were thinking. But this was one of those ones that kind of stuck a little bit the next day, and it was about like a comedic version of Psycho, but instead of the mother haunting him, Norman Bates, and making him do like murderous things, she's just like annoying. You know, she just like gets in the way when he's trying to hook up, or she's a pest. She's like shames him, and she's really like overbearing mom. So we thought that might be funny, and then we've always loved buddy comedies. Like we grew up watching What About Bob and Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, and like movies like that about odd couples, and we thought it'd be really cool to see one like a kind of more gross out guy buddy comedy, but with chicks, with two ladies. And so we wrote it about these two women, one of whom is like a pot smoking ne'er-do-well. She can't keep a job. She's like kind of adrift in her life, and she gets a job as a tour guide for this like southern. What?
I said she said me. She described herself.
Okay. Maybe
at least I have a job.
Okay, yeah, you can identify.
Yes. Rhea hosts another podcast here called Because We Got High, so that's why.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh no! Do you do it while you're high?
Allegedly.
Oh wow!
There are some legal ramifications. So yes, that is allegedly.
Oh, I see. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's allegedly sounds fun.
Yes.
Allegedly, it's a great time.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Well, I know Doug Benson does that show, Getting Doug with High, and that is the only time I've smoked on. I think. I mean, there's a long story where I smoked once in a movie and had a panic attack, but I'd be afraid to do that.
Which movie?
It was called Strange Wilderness. It was this kind of a stoner Adam Sandler produced comedy, and I made the mistake of getting it was a scene where I had to rip like 3 really big from this bong. I had to take like 3 hits of this bong, and it wasn't like a method actor thing. It was truly just to be able to take a big lungful of smoke, because the fake weed they gave wasn't really smoky and it was bothering my lungs. And so I knew a guy on set had some, and so I put in a little nugget, and then there was a hair in the gate. But back in the day, there used to be, when they used film, they would check the gate, and sometimes every once in a while there'd be a hair in the gate. I got so I had to smoke a lot. So I smoked a lot. I got paranoid. It was in the middle of the day at Griffith Park, and I couldn't finish shooting. I had to, and Jonah. I remember Jonah Hill was in the movie, and Jonah and I were roommates at the time, and he goes, he did an impression of me later because when he got home that night, I said, "How bad was I? Like, was it noticeable?" And he goes, "Dude, you look like Man on Wire." He said you were walking like this. He was like, you were walking like this, like you were on a high wire the whole time. And it was really embarrassing that I couldn't finish, but
it happens to everybody.
Yeah, no man, I'll never do that again. But this was just a concept that was developed with the help of weed.
Love it. That's amazing because, like you said, and we jumped in there, but one character is a little bit lost, and in comes Judy Greer, who's a ghost.
Right. So Melanie Lynskey's character is playing as this tour guide, is pretending to be this woman who lived there, and Judy is the ghost of that woman. And Judy's character like takes offense at how Melanie's playing her. Kind of, she's like, "Well, I don't." She's like a good, she's like a lady, a proper lady, and so she starts haunting her, but in an annoying way, she interrupts her when she's trying to hook up with the guy, and she like stops her from smoking, and so they form this pact where Judy is going to teach her how to be like a proper lady, like a true lady. And so written by two guys.
Yeah.
And mansplaining what it means to be a lady.
Yeah. I love it. This movie sounds so much fun. And you wrote this with your brother. What's it like working with your brother all the time? Because, siblings fight.
Can fight. Yeah.
Well, are you guys? Are you?
We are not.
No, we're not. But we might as well be.
Well, okay. Well, see, that's the thing with us. We're just such good friends, we're brothers, but we're like beyond that, we're just really close, and we don't. It's weird. I don't know. People keep saying that, like, isn't that tough to work with your brother? But we have such similar. I think what it is like we have a really similar point of view, a sense of humor, and so we just kind of trust each other. And there was not. I'm trying to think, but there wasn't a moment where like one of us felt really strongly about something that the other one didn't. We were pretty aligned. He was a lot better at talking to the actors, because I tend to be, as you can hear, like long-winded, and I was really like effusive with the actors. I was like, oh my God, because I love Melanie. I love Judy Greer and Melanie Lynskey so much. I'm just like a fan, so I found myself like, we had so little time to shoot this movie because it was a low-budget movie. So I found myself taking up a lot of time just gushing about what they did in a take. And Christian would then say to me, like, he'd have to then step in and say, like, okay, but you guys have to say this line, he'd have to give the note, whatever it was. And so I think they started going to him over me because he was a lot more direct and clear about direction. But I just really trust him. He's the funniest person I know. So it was easy.
You are all so you're also in this movie. That's like, I think, a difference too. Like your brother, you are in this movie as an actor, and I'm curious about like that process, because you're the writer and the director, and I always am curious about the actors that do this, who direct their own films and then are in it, because it's like, how do you kind of do both? And did you say like, I'm going to put myself in this movie.
Right. Like, did you pick your part? Or did a casting director step in and cast you?
Yeah.
That's a good question. That's a really good question. I'd always wondered about that too. Like, how do you know when you're in a scene? Because when I'm in a scene, like, it's hard for me to, the whole goal is to just be present to the other actor. And so you block everything out to the point where, like, I even take out my contact lenses. I don't like being able to see the crew and stuff. So you want to be focused, and so I relied on Christian a lot when I was acting to keep an eye on what was going on and how we were doing in the scene. But it was just a matter of like trusting Christian when that happened. But I'd always wondered about that too. Yeah, I think it was. I don't know how I would do it myself. I don't know how I would like be in a scene and know if it was going okay or not, enough to give a note. But he was really good about that. He was on top of it. And like I said, I just really trusted him. So it was easy. And no, we wrote the part thinking like I might it was a part I could play. It was like something I had done. It wasn't like some big stretch for me. Yeah. And we thought if we needed, it all depended on financing. But I ideally would have liked somebody else to play the part. Like we really wanted Jason Ritter, who's Melanie's husband. I think we offered it to him, but he was doing something else. Yeah. We wanted him to play it because we're big fans of Jason's. And I think the next one we do, hopefully we do another one, I won't act in it.
You weren't mad that he turned down the part. You would have loved to have him, but
I truly would have. Well, yeah, it would have been easier for me. It would have been easier to be able to step back and like not do both things. But like I said, it wasn't like a hugely challenging part for me, so I could do it.
Yeah. So did you guys also reach out to Melanie and Judy? Like, was that you guys as well casting those two lead roles?
Yeah, so we wrote those parts based on people that we knew in our lives. Okay. They were more inspired by like actual people who weren't actors. Like Judy's character, we lived next to a woman, really wonderful lady, like an older woman who was a single older lady who was so sweet to us, but she was very like old school. She was really into etiquette and like she was like a proper, and that's where we got the idea of that a lady should leave the room if she has to pass gas, if she has to. She did that once at our house. She just, we're like, where's she going? And she just went in the other room, and we were all like, I think she might be farting. and so the idea that like that's what a lady does, so that we wrote that into the script based on that. But no, we didn't write it with specific actors in mind. And so when we started thinking of actresses, Melanie, I had worked with her a couple of years earlier on drama, on like a serious movie, and I couldn't believe how funny she was. In between takes, we just started horsing around, and I loved her right away. She was just the funniest. I just got along with her so well that I thought, God, it'd be nice to see her to like take advantage of that sense of humor and to be. I know she was on 2.5 Men for a long time, so I shouldn't say that she's never. Yeah, but I never seen her like carry a movie like this, and we were so grateful that she said yes to it. Really like honored.
Yeah. And you mentioned that you want to do more now. Are you guys already working on another one? What would you change going forward now that you've got one under your belt?
That is such a good question. Yeah, we do have an idea. We have an idea about a tech billionaire who gets his own island, and the guy who used to bully him in high school comes to live on the island, and he's still like a bully. He's like kind of like a Jeff Lebowski type, but everyone loves him still. He's like a really like charming guy, and this like billionaire is like still trying to work out his insecurities from high school. We were thinking about like Jeff Bezos, how funny it would be if like, yes, he's like a major, he runs the world. He could, but he's still got insecurities probably from and what we would change. I think the big thing is. And everyone told us this. I talked to so many friends who were directors and had done this before, and everyone said the same thing. On a low budget movie, your first movie, they were like, set aside money for music. I know it sounds like a really simple thing, but it's like, and we just didn't do that. And fortunately, Lionsgate, when they bought the movie, they stepped in and they gave us a lot of great songs and stuff, but that really killed us at one point because we were reaching out to friends who were in bands and like our friends and like Slater Kinney and the Pierces and we had friends who were being really generous, but even with that it was tough to get the music, and we love music.
The music will kill anybody.
More expensive than you think.
Even on a podcast, way lesser scale. Oh, it's a problem.
Oh. I know, right? Yeah. You guys face that. Yeah.
Yeah. Even we got away with it for a long time here, putting songs in podcasts, and then
they cracked down.
They cracked down, and we had to all be very like we were allowed to keep our intro song, and that's about it.
And one Harry Styles song we play at the end of every show.
True. Yep.
Oh, really? You had to reach out to Harry.
Our close personal friend, Harry.
We dished out the big bucks.
Yeah. What was the song? So what is the song they let you keep?
Our intro song is a Jay-Z song.
Oh, shit.
Yes. But like we said, but like we had to pay for that. We had to pay for it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Not us specifically, Barstool.
Yes.
We don't have that kind of cash.
No, we don't have the connections to be reaching out. But we want to talk to you about some of like our favorite stuff that you have done, because we are big fans. We love your movies. And
you guys, thanks.
and yeah, we were just. It was funny. We played trivia with fans on our show. We call it Beat Rhea and Fran. And every time our producer, he picks a movie quote that he plays, and we have to guess what movie it is. And a couple weeks ago, he did He's Just Not That Into You. And I watch it all the time, so I got it. No big deal. But
thankfully.
What was the quote?
It was, what was it, Noah? It was about like, I think it was like he doesn't like you.
With his thing, like if a guy's not calling or whatever.
Yeah, when you were
that's funny.
She was saying the signs, and you were like, what are you talking about? Like,
oh, yes. That was definitely it. But
I probably don't remember it.
Yeah. Well, you've had so many great movies. What is the one
first,
quote?
We got to bring up the fact that right after Noah chose that question, he said, fun fact, Justin Long and John Mayer went to high school together.
Oh, yeah, we did. We sure did.
How many times did people say that to you?
Not often, but like I ran into John years later at in LA, and we had a moment where we were like, yeah, I guess people would say to him, probably more people say it to me, but we had a really nice like catch up, and we weren't like friends in high school really, but we were friendly, and he was a year ahead of me, I think. I just remember him being a very like a quiet guy. I remember him like always with a guitar, like a real like he was like just lived music. And I remember after my best friend lived across the street from this gas station, and after I did Galaxy Quest, I did my first movie in LA, and I came back, and we live in a small enough town where like people had heard about it, and they were talking, and they were like, well, that's cool, you did that. And so I went across the street to get something from the gas station during like a friend of mine that had a party, and John was working at the gas station, and I remember he said to me, he was always really friendly, and he said, hey man, that's cool. I heard about the movie, and that's exciting. And I was like, yeah. I go, well, how's the music going? What are you up to? And he goes, well, I got this demo together, and I'm going down to Atlanta in a couple weeks, and we're going to see what happens. Yeah. And I remember thinking, and this sounds so ridiculous and like arrogant now, but I remember thinking like, ooh man, good luck. Shoot your shot, but everyone's trying. And
you were like, yeah, me too, buddy. I'm trying.
Yeah, and he was like really positive, and I was like, wishing him luck. But I remember thinking like, what are the odds that like that's, and literally, I mean, it couldn't have been 4 or 5 months later. Like Your Body's a Wonderland was everywhere. I want to run through the halls of my high school. It was like on every every time you turn on the radio, and I was like, he did it. Amazing.
Son of a gun. You're like, oh man, he almost beat me a little bit.
Son of a gun.
No, it was true like appreciation, because he was always obviously an amazing guitar player.
Yeah, I have a friend that went to he's my age, and he went to your high school, and that is one of his like favorite things to bring up. Like he's like, well, Justin Long and John Mayer went to my high school. No,
I hope he doesn't lead with me.
Yeah.
I hope I'm like the afterthought. It's got to be John Mayer. Oh, and also.
Oh, well, and also that Justin Long.
You ever seen He's Just Not Into You?
Yeah.
What has he been doing for the last decade?
Well, I wanted to ask you too, like, because there are so many movies that are very quotable that you are in. What do you think, like, fans quote to you the most? Because I feel like there's
walking
so
down the street, they're like, Justin, say the line.
There's got to be something.
The Dodgeball's a lot. People will say, I did a movie called Zack and Miri. I did a little part in this movie, Zack and Miri Make a Porno, and I played a porn star. I played this guy who, and I had this line that was from a line that my best friend used to work at a restaurant called the Viceroy, and he overheard a guy say this to his boyfriend. He said really aggressively, he was like a big guy, and he goes, "You better shut your mouth or I'm gonna kiss it." and it was like, we always thought it was a really funny line,
That's
like
hilarious.
to say that, but to be like flirty in like in an aggressive, like almost like you're like a prison style, like you better. So I said, instead of kiss, I said I don't want to curse on your show, but
you can go
more
for
than
it.
welcome to if you want.
I said you better shut your mouth or I'm gonna fuck it.
Yep.
And that was the name of a porno that I had made. And so every once in a while, I'll get people randomly, like, you know, it happens at TSA sometimes. We're like a TSA agent. I was with my ex-girlfriend, but we were like just casually going through the security line, and this guy, really like kind of militant TSA guy, looks at me and he just goes, "Hey, you better shut your mouth or I'm gonna fuck it." And in front of everyone.
That's
and
amazing.
Any other, no explanation. And my girlfriend was like, "What did he just say?"
She was gonna fight him.
I'll tell you later. Yeah, I'll explain it later. But it's out of appreciation. I think it's always I always take it in a nice way. It's always like affectionate. So that's a line that I hear weirdly every once in a while.
That's unbelievable.
That's
I wouldn't want to hear any other line.
Yeah. Well,
remember that line? Remember people used to say no. I mean, this is offensive, I know, but they used to say no homo.
Yeah.
Before, like, guys would say that before they paid you a compliment, as if to suggest that, like,
you
God
couldn't
forbid
compliment
you
your
think,
friends.
Yeah. Or like they do it like so I heard a guy said that to me once. He goes, "No homo, but you better shut your mouth or I'm gonna fuck it." And I remember thinking, like, how could that be no homo? There's got to be a little homo, like, no homo. There's no other way to
unbelievable. Oh, I love that so much. That's so good. Well, you are also, we love the Comments by Celebs Girls. We love that account, and you're featured on there often. Yeah. Are you now thinking about your comments?
I do spend too much time sometimes thinking about them. I try to write them. I try to do it just like off the cuff because I try not to spend a lot of time on Instagram too. I can get stuck on it. So yeah, no, I don't think about them as much, which is probably why I don't think I've been on there in a while because I haven't.
You got to use that line on a picture. That'll make it on there.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. You know what it is too? Like during the pandemic, I really wasn't working much, so I was on Instagram too much, and I was thinking too much probably about what I said, and but it's fun. I like commenting on. I like trying to be funny, and sometimes you know, sometimes you hit it, and sometimes you don't. So I noticed that on that people will say to me, "Oh, it's a dad joke." They've been saying dad jokes to me, which must mean, what is that? That means it's just like cheesy, right? I mean,
corny, a little corny.
Yeah.
So. I don't have kids, but I guess I'm that age now where I'm like just saying corny jokes. Sucks.
Well, it is. Look, people do love them because, like we said, you know, the girls who run Comments by Celebs posters all the time, and everybody does enjoy them. They are very funny. But we also have another, I guess we could consider a mutual friend maybe. You've been on Nick Viall's podcast a ton.
Oh, yes. Nicky V. Our guy Nicky
V. We love him. He is something else.
Yep. Yeah, I really like him on a show. He does a lot of this. He doesn't quite always open his mouth enough when he talks, but he is. Yes. I really like Nick. Yeah, I had only known him obviously from the show, from The Bachelor, and I feel like he is. He really, he's a really insightful person. I find that I think he's really good at giving that advice, dispensing any words of wisdom about dating. He's so good at that. I was really struck by how good he is at that. But my brother and I are actually, because we've been catching up on Bachelor in Paradise, and we're big Brendan fans from his first appearance on The Bachelor. And I know something happened. Don't tell me what, but I know
you're not caught up.
Oh boy!
No,
Justin! Just Justin. Something happened.
He's lost over 100,000 followers.
Okay, I will just say this: I will be really surprised if he does something that is like really cruel, because he seems like such a decent, sincere person.
I don't want to make.
You might want to talk about something else.
I know you're already sitting down. No. But you should just get on the floor. Because
oh my God. Okay, all right.
I mean, look, in the grand scheme of things, it's really not that bad. But in the context of Bachelor in Paradise, it's like the worst thing you can do.
Really? Yeah. Wow, that's crazy to me because my brother and I were talking about it last night. They're like, what could it be? Because that must make us such a bad judge of character, because we really were sold on him. And so Nick wants me to come on. So we're going to go on his Bachelor recap and talk about it once we catch up.
Amazing. He'll be excited because he loves. It's funny because for someone who is obviously so involved in the show, like Nick is, he loves talking about that show. Oh my God. Like we talk about it on our show, and it's a huge part. And we talk about it in our regular life, but there are times when we're like, oh, we just need a little bit of a break from speaking about it. But he loves talking about it.
And then in comes Nick with a DM to us trying to talk about the show.
He
loves talking about it. And I also think it's funny because we used to like troll him a little bit about his dating advice and questions with Nick on Instagram. We kind of used to make fun of him for it. Well, now I tune in every Sunday.
Have you ever seen the question? Like, do you read them on Instagram?
Yes,
because they're the best because it's like probably younger girls who are like sending these heartfelt questions, and then he'll just write like dump him.
Yeah, but you know what? Like you guys mentioned, he's just not that into you. Like I feel like that was the charm of that character, which is and that's what I appreciate that about people. That when they're that honest, when they're that direct, and because oftentimes like these issues in relationships are that simple, and you need somebody with an outside perspective to like tell. Sometimes you're too close to something to see the simplest basic things. So you need someone to just be like, hey, dump him, or
he doesn't like you.
Means if he's not home, yeah, it means he doesn't like you. I mean, it's people I think are a lot more simple than than you can think. I mean, like you can go through these things with people and like really get into the weeds of a problem, and if you have a friend or somebody like Nick who can just distill it down to something as simple as he doesn't like you. It's obvious. If a guy likes you, he's calling you. That you would know.
Yeah. You know what?
I think he's really insightful.
Shout out Nikki V.
Yeah, he really is. He really is. We want to finish with a Marry Fuck Kill. We have three guys.
Oh no.
So
no homo, but we have three guys.
That's not what bothers me. It's the kill one that I can't.
And this might kill you. But so Rhea has one that she always picks, and the two of the guys she always includes. But one we're gonna do some co-stars that you have had.
Oh no.
You got this.
I don't mind the fucking and the marrying one. It's the killing one. I don't want to kill. Oh boy.
Don't think about it too much.
Can be nice about it. It can be like never talk to them again.
Yeah, you're just never gonna touch them or go near them.
You can never talk to them again. Yeah.
Okay.
Vince Vaughn, Ben Stiller, and Jonah Hill.
Oh my God. I love them all. Oh no.
We love them all too. That's why it's a hard one.
Well, Jonah and I did live together, so I think we've already been married. We've already proven that we can't be married. I love him. I love him so much, and I had some of the best times of my life with him back in the day. But I think I would. I don't know. Oh my God. Ben, I can't do this. Funniest, I can't do this. I
have to do it.
White flag. No, we can give him the white flag.
We don't know. You got this, Fran. Don't let him up easy.
I can't. I don't. All of them. There's not one I feel strongly enough about to not like enough to never talk again. Okay, I never talked to Vince again. I know that's not gonna. No.
Yeah. Okay, fine. How about this? You just delete his number.
Delete Vince's number?
Delete Vince's number.
Okay, how about this? Which number would I delete? Probably Ben's, only because he has so much else going on, and
Fair.
I'm probably the least personally close to Ben.
Okay, so delete Ben's number.
Yeah.
And this is better. We could have given you like Blake Lively, Jennifer Goodwin.
Yeah, like that.
That's true. I could never do that.
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah.
And then,
thank you.
Yeah.
Marry Jonah Hill, I'm assuming?
Yes.
I think I'd fuck Jonah probably.
Okay.
Marry Vince.
Okay,
yeah.
Yep, love it. Great answer.
Oh, he'll love that soundbite.
Yeah.
I'd probably fuck Jonah.
We're going to cut that and just put it everywhere.
Yeah, good. That's a nice headline.
Oh, man. Oh, Justin, thank you so much for coming on with us. This was great.
This is so fun.
Lady of the Manor is available in select theaters, on digital, on demand, September 17th.
Yes, and I think Apple TV, if you have Apple TV Plus, whatever, you can
fantastic.
Get it.
Yep. Apple TV, whatever it is. I feel like today, everyone has every streaming service. You just have no choice.
I assume
Right?
Yeah,
like,
it's in a stream somewhere.
Yeah.
Click search and you'll find it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
And then also, Justin is, a fellow podcaster, so listen to Justin's podcast as well. Life is Short. You have some amazing guests on there.
Oh, thanks, guys. Yeah. Oh, it's been so fun, and I can't wait to listen to yours now.
Yeah. It probably won't be as good as yours, but thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, you know what you'll love?
You guys are awesome.
You'll love our Bachelor in Paradise recaps. We do that every Wednesday.
Oh, for sure.
There you go.
Oh my God. Yes.
Yeah. So
okay, great. I'm in.
Sign up for that one. Okay.
Thank you so much, Justin.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Really fun.
Bye.
All right, that wraps up today's episode of Chicks in the Office. We hope you guys have a great week. We love you. Make sure you're subscribing on YouTube, Spotify, Apple, wherever you listen. And we'll talk to you on Wednesday for Bachelor in Paradise.